It is day 156 of the second Trump administration. Tonight, NBC News is reporting an initial assessment by U.S. intelligence concluded that President Trump's strikes on Iran only set back the country's nuclear program by months, as opposed to Trump's claims that it was obliterated. The White House is already pushing back, calling the assessment flat out wrong. My colleague Kelly O'Donnell has all these details. Watch this.
Tonight, President Trump in the Netherlands for the NATO summit, wielding a diplomatic win on the world stage, with the tenuous ceasefire between Israel and Iran still holding.
The ceasefire is very much in effect, and I think we're going to keep it there for a long time.
The president projected more confidence that the U.S. airstrikes on 3 Iranian nuclear sites, which included B-2 bombers, 14 bunker buster bombs, delivered a fateful blow. Photos before and after appear to show significant destruction at the sites. However, in a new development tonight, a preliminary assessment by the Defense Intelligence Agency estimates that the Iranian nuclear program has been delayed by 3 to 6 months, according to 3 people with knowledge of the report. The White House disputes that initial assessment, calling it flat out wrong.
Iran will never rebuild its nuclear. From there? Absolutely not. That place is under rock. That place is demolished. The B-2 pilots did their job.
And this tonight from the director of the UN's nuclear watchdog.
What we see is a very important degree of damage. The Iranian nuclear program has been set back significantly.
Still, his all-cap style of diplomacy under stress tonight. The red carpet European welcome, quite a contrast to the blunt and profane way he left Washington today. Furious over additional strikes by both Israel and Iran after he outlined his ceasefire plan.
We basically have 2 countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing.
In flight on Air Force One, he recounted a tense call with Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu.
There was going to be a retaliation this morning.
Behind the scenes, a senior White House official says the president, over the past 48 hours, had called Netanyahu with a clear demand: no more war. Then a trio of top officials, Vance, Rubio, and Witkoff, were directed to reach out to Iran to deliver the message that a ceasefire was expected.
We got a lot to cover tonight, so let's get smarter with the help of our lead-off panel this evening. Jeff Mason joins us, White House correspondent for Reuters. Kara Lenig, Pulitzer Prize-winning investigative reporter with The Washington Post. Lieutenant General Mark Hertling, retired commander of the U.S. Army in Europe. And former Republican Congressman David Jolly. He is running for Florida governor, wait for it, as a Democrat. All right, General, let's start with you. This early U.S. intelligence reportedly found the strikes only sealed off entrances to the facilities, but did not collapse them, and much of the near bomb-grade uranium was already taken out. What is your reaction to all of this?
It's an early assessment, Stephanie, first of all. Secondly, it's conducted by the Defense Intelligence Agency. Now, that agency is not as sexy as the CIA. Not many people know what they do, but they are the experts primarily at a bunch of things, one of which is bomb damage assessment. They use different kinds of INTs, the intelligence systems. They use imagery intelligence coming from satellites, from overhead platforms. They use signals intelligence that captures communications both before and after a strike from the area. And it basically allows you to determine what's going on at the place. They use something called MASINT, Measurement and Signals Intelligence, which can detects chemical, radiological, and physical changes to the surface. They have human intelligence that falls in on this, reports from the ground, agents on the ground, people who are reporting back to the defense headquarters. They use open source intelligence using Twitter feeds and all kinds of social media to go bouncing back and forth to determine what's real and what's not. And finally, they use cyber intelligence, and that confirms or denies with the use of command and control assets. So this has a lot of substance to it. It's a low confidence in the early report, but it is an early report. And as many of us in the military have been saying the last couple of days, when the president said obliterated, it was way too early to say that. We were much more confident when General Kane the next day said, we're waiting and seeing what's going on. All of those things are important, and you can't judge. The first reports are always wrong, always, to the military guys. So you got to wait for a little bit more information before you start proclaiming victory.
Well, let's assume this report is near correct or mostly correct. How far are we basically going to be in the same place we are with Iran 6 months from now, if it only sets them back a few months in their nuclear development plans?
Could be, but what I'd suggest is what's going to happen over the next couple of days and weeks are going to be important because it changes the dynamics. If the nuclear capability is still there and President Trump is declaring a ceasefire between the two nations, this is not going to please Israel all that much. They're going to continue to strike because their mission was to destroy the nuclear capabilities of Iran. Iran is going to probably have a whole lot of pressure on saying, hey, we've just been bobbed to oblivion and it didn't strike anything and we still have the capability to produce. So let's hurry up and get one quick. So all of those things play into a bunch of what ifs that military planners, defense planners, government planners have to take into account. And it changes the dynamic of the situation. This is where prior to the strike, red teaming would have been a whole lot better off to predict the kinds of dynamics that would occur if you don't get the effects that you're looking for in these bombing runs.
Jeff, you are in the Netherlands covering President Trump at the NATO summit. We know his inner circle here is already pushing back on this intelligence assessment, but the assessment is from the Pentagon, right? How is that going to go over, with the exception of, I'm sure the White House is mad at them?
Yeah, I'm anticipating that it's not going to go over well. The president is scheduled to do a press conference later in the day. It's the next day here in the Netherlands today after meeting with NATO leaders, and no doubt this is one of the top questions that will come up. He expressed a great deal of dissatisfaction from the White House, and that was in Kelly's report earlier with the media and with news networks for casting doubt on the success of the strike when he was talking about that just was as he was departing the White House for NATO. And so I'm sure that he will, dissatisfaction is probably a polite way of saying that he will express that again with regard to this report. In general, the president is all caps. I loved how Kelly said that, person. And his initial response is always going to say, or to be one of taking full credit and often exaggerating the success of whether it's a military mission or whether it's something else that he has gotten behind. That is harder to do when it's something that has intelligence or actual evidence of the rate of success that you're talking about. And now, within days of the strike, which the president portrayed, as we've been saying, as a major success, we're getting more intelligence and more information about what actually happened and the impact that it has. I also spoke to an analyst this week who, before this report came out, said the question remains whether this strike will deter Iran or lead it to even double down in terms of pursuing a clandestine nuclear weapon, and whether or not this bombing helped or hindered that. So this is just one more piece in the puzzle of kind of raising the question of whether the strike was successful in pursuing U.S. aims or not.
Carol, you have covered the president's relationship with the intel community. It wasn't good. But after this, I'm guessing it's going to be significantly worse?
It's such a critical point about this president, both in Trump 1.0 and Trump 2.0. He distrusted intelligence officials from the get-go when he got into the presidency the first time around. And now he's just openly rejecting that intelligence, which doesn't match his political talking points. I mean, Jeff is so right that this is a president who wants always to project strength and to, score I'm trying to think of all the hyperbolic words I can think of how he wants to basically have a touchdown every single time he makes a move. And there is where you get the word obliterated. But keep in mind, Steph, on intelligence, the question you asked, Tulsi Gabbard came out with a statement before all of this happened in her testimony in which she said that it was a real question about whether Iran was able to produce a weapons-grade nuclear bomb in any kind of near term. And Donald Trump rejected that because he was already on the path, along with hawks in the Pentagon and along with Benjamin Netanyahu's strong encouragement to execute a strike. And so intelligence is less and less important to Donald Trump, and optics are really critical. The problem is you need good intelligence to make good decisions, not just for tomorrow or the next day, but for the security of the country for months and years to come.